Sweet Lou's in Millington is getting back to its roots in a big way. Lou started out right here selling sports cards, and 35 years later, we just got a massive collection in. Welcome back to this week's What's New at Sweet Lou's. Alright, this is part one of our large collection we got in. It's What's New at Sweet Lou's.
Hello. Well, the vast majority of what I purchased was a sports card collection. It ranges from the early 2000s back to a little bit of stuff from the 50s, some stuff from the 60s, a pretty large quantity of stuff from the early and mid 70s. Here's a 63 Roger Maris. There were a couple of those. A Brooks Robinson from 1960. Clemente, in fact, 3 Clementes from 73. Mickey Mantle from 1960. A signed Stan Musial. Again, it's one of the newer sets. 2001, it says congratulations, you got a Stan Musial signed card, so it's a legit autograph. A lot of football mixed in too, especially the early 70s football. Dick Butkus, Gale Sayers, Johnny Unitas, Joe Namath. Found 6 Cal Ripken Jr. rookies, Ryan Sandbergs, Dale Murphy, Kirby Puckett. I paid a lot of money for the stuff that's there, so there should be a decent amount of good product stuff that I don't have home, because as you can see, I'm in my living room for this first video. There were 3 Wayne Gretzky rookies, 2 of which were graded. Lots of other stuff from that set. These are the Gordie Howes from that set. And then a lot of other Wayne Gretzkys, second year, third year. A lot of product I have not gone through yet. So I don't even know what's going to be there. They're Yzerman rookie, second, third year cards. There's a Wayne Gretzky second year. Tony Dorsett rookies. Haven't found any Walter Payton rookies yet, but there are 3 Walter Payton second years, Walter Payton third year, Walter Payton all the way up to 84 or 85 I found so far. Steve Largent rookie. Here's a real low grade Mickey Mantle, 1966. I only put $70 on it. Reggie Jackson, Joe Montana rookie. And then there's a ton of bulk stuff. If you are someone looking to buy 5,000 count boxes for $10, $15, $20, there are going to be hundreds of them. So if you are interested in early 2000s and older sports cards, all of the sports that are there, I haven't again gone through a lot of it, so I don't know if I'm going to run across any early Jordans or anything, but by next Saturday the store has to be cleaned up. Right now you cannot walk in the door, you cannot walk down an aisle, everything is packed full, but you'll see that in a later video. G.I. Joe. These are from the early 2000s, I believe. There are 4, 5, 6 of them, all still in their boxes. If they were displayed by a gentleman who just displayed them and nothing else was done with them. There's 2 of the big masterpiece editions. And again, these all, I don't think these were ever out of the box. You can see what they look like. And then there were a couple bigger boxes. These were displayed, but again, that's all they were, was displayed. They were not played with. This is the capsule, and then there's another one up there. It says Friendship 7. I'm not sure, it looks like another capsule. It's got a picture falling into the ocean. And then there's some other models up here, and when we get to the other side, I put some models above the door that are big models as well.
And you have the see-through animals.
Yep, see-through animals. And then a see-through visible V8 engine. It's in a box about 2 foot long, a little bit longer. So and then there's rocket ships. The guy liked the NASA stuff that I bought it from, and all of that stuff's still in sealed boxes. Die cast. These are all mostly M2 and the green one. I can't remember what it's called. Green light. But there's turtles. There are about 25 or 30 cars in this little collection. And then we're to the messy part of the stuff that I bought. There are about 40 different sealed boxes of sports card product. None of it high dollar. We're talking mostly $15 to $40 boxes. Quite a few things I don't have in the store. Mostly baseball and football, a little bit of hockey, and 4 or 5 different boxes of basketball.
That is those right there.
And that was one of each is what I pulled out. There were multiple boxes of a lot of it. There were also a handful of things like this. This is a case of 91 Donruss. I think there are 2 other cases of similar product. Again, not high dollar, probably $30 or $40 for the whole case. And then hundreds and hundreds of sets. I've only started going through them. I think I have seen 10 or 12 89 Donruss sets with the Griffey Jr. rookie. I've seen 81, 82, 83 Fleer sets, multiples of all of those. I don't know if I'm going to find older sets. I've seen boxes that had basketball cards in them. I didn't look to see if they were sets or if they were just random cards. And then all of this, you will see there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these boxes as we go through down other aisles. This is what I'm going to be spending the week on so that when Saturday gets here, people can walk in the store again. But there are factory sets of the lesser sets like 90, 91, 92, Topps, Bowman, Score, Fleer, Donruss. And like I said, there's a lot of hand-correlated sets of slightly better product. There's been at least a dozen 87 Topps sets, 86 Topps sets. I know 83 Topps sets and 82 Topps sets I've seen multiple copies of. I haven't seen 85 or 84, but they're probably in there someplace. There's also been a lot of boxes of vintage cards, a full box of 80 or of 73s and 72s and early 50s stuff mixed in. Run across, and I've only been through about 15-20% of the stuff so far, but I've run across some 57 Topps, nothing but commons for the most part in those so far, some 61 Topps, a lot of 73s, and 73s there's been multiple Ryans and Clementes, pretty much everybody in quantities in the 73s. I think I mentioned in a different video there are 3 Wayne Gretzky rookies. I've found 3 Don Mattingly rookies from the 84 Donruss. I know it's not a super expensive card, but it's been years since I've had one. Ozzie Smith rookies, I just ran across 3 of those in a box. 74 Nolan Ryans. I found quite a few Derek Jeter rookies, including a Topps Gold Derek Jeter rookie. Action figures, about 70 or 80 Star Wars from the 90s that are already put on pegs. There were about 20 Star Trek, about 20 DC figures from the 90s, about 20 Marvel figures from the 90s. Those have already been priced and put on pegs. There were also ornaments, Red Wings, Michigan football, a handful of starting lineup and McFarland figures, all Michigan or Detroit related somehow. Yes, my wife wants you to see this too.
I think that's funny. I've never seen it.
A tin can that has a pack of
You have
baseball
2
cards
of
in it.
them.
I've got a Cal Ripken and a Mike Piazza. It looks like cans. I've had these before, but
Canned
it's been a
baseball
little
cards.
while. I don't think there's anything exciting in them, but they're kind of different.
Yes, they are.
McFarland figure, I don't think I've ever had the Terry Sawchuk rookie, or not rookie, but action figures. Kind of cool mask on him. It's actually a little bit pricier. They're all like over $50 online, but
Little axe murderer Jason look to
kind
him
of looks
there.
like the mask
Yeah.
that he might have worn. And there's a bunch of just random things. A Mickey Mouse bobblehead. There's a box of posters here. I think pretty much all sports posters. I have not even looked at them yet. But there's 30 of them, 25 of them in this box. Looks like a kite.
It's some old Tinker Toys
Somebody
here too
come in
somewhere.
and give me anything for this stuff, and I'm happy to get rid of it. But it will be here for sale.
Where are those old Tinker Toys? Oh, right there. Down feet, there.
Tinker Toys.
Those are neat. You said how old were
It's got
those?
the instructions still in it. He said all of the cardboard pieces that originally came with it, he said it was from his childhood. He said either 59 or 60 is when he would have gotten it. But it's a complete Tinker Toy.
Cool. You got that remote control
says
tractor.
1,000 toys in one.
Got that remote control tractor
Remote
there.
control tractor. He said this still works. This is not expensive. $25 or something of that nature. I think new on eBay they're like $70, but I'm gonna stick it up there on the wall with this other stuff that's remote control.
Alright, so let's look at this stuff up here. We got the boat. You said is remote control.
Yep, the boat's remote control. There are 3 Saturn rockets. One of them fires.
Okay.
And the other 2 I think are just models, but they have not been out of the box, and I don't remember which is which. That's another remote control boat, and then there's one of the other rockets that's up there. And then there's a Gordie Howe action figure too. I haven't looked that up yet, but that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And there's again more Red Wings. There's, I don't know, 7 or 8 more of them over here. And then here's 300 Hot Wheels. All of these things are full of Hot Wheels. I don't think any treasure hunts. I don't think anything special in it. They're mostly going to be $1 to $3 Hot Wheels. I probably will not get them put out. I'll just box them up. But if somebody wants to look through new Hot Wheels merchandise, it will be in here. It's just got to get moved out of the front of the door. All of these boxes are all filled with either 3,200 count boxes, or most of them are filled with these. And again, I haven't even opened most of them yet, so I do not know what's in them. There were a bunch of signed items. The gentleman had a basement basically that this stuff was all a part of. He loved the Wings, so there are lots of the better Wings players, especially from the 80s and 90s. Yzerman, Fedorov, Detroit Lions team set. Steve Yzerman rookie signed on a plaque. I know there's a certificate for it someplace in here. And then there are plaques for, not signed, but plaques for a whole bunch of the other Red Wings that are really nice. And again, I'll probably put these out for $5 a piece. They're brand new. And there's, Greg Jeffries. I guess you're the first person to come in, says you want the Greg Jeffries plaque, it's yours. There's a Rennick plaque that's signed. And again, all of these boxes are just filled with more of these.
All these boxes.
I don't know what's in each one of them. This one is a 1981 Topps set. Topps baseball. These are older pennants. I'm not sure when or how old, but definitely 80s, 70s, 60s someplace. And there's a stack of a bunch of them there. I haven't flipped through them. There are also a bunch of this kind of thing from just, I don't know if they're all McGuire. I see there's 2 of them that are McGuire. Red Wing stuff underneath it. More. All of these are filled with sports cards. All of these are filled with sports cards. There's a bunch of more plaques sitting on the floor. All of this, I mean, there are boxes like this. There's like 20 or 25 of them down that aisle. And then another 2 here, plus a whole bunch of 5,000 count boxes sitting there. All of which has got to be gone through. Said so far I found 3 Mickey Mantle cards. That was the 3rd one I found a couple hours ago. The first 2 were priced, and I think in a different video. Hopefully there'll be more Mantles. That's obviously about the best I can hope for in this stuff. But
and those things.
What, these things?
Those scorecards. Oh, there's that too.
2 old 30 scorecards. Am I still recording?
Yes.
Okay. two old 30 scorecards. This one's in beautiful shape. They are, I think, 1934, maybe 1935. This one's unmarked. They were going to be playing Boston. And this one has Hank Greenberg in the starting lineup, Cochran in the starting lineup, Gehringer in the starting lineup, Fox in the starting lineup, so that probably dates it early to mid 30s sometime. This one is not in as nice a shape and is marked, so the game was played and somebody kept score. They were playing St. Louis. This again, basically your same starting lineup. You got Fox, Gehringer, Greenberg, all playing. I haven't looked them up. I'm guessing, $15 to $50 a piece is probably about the current value on those.
You got these mugs here.
Yeah, there's
mugs. Just stuff. So much stuff.
Some kind of random. This got 2 packs of older hockey cards in it, and I don't know if the hockey has the potential to be better. This is an 07-08 pack and a 97-98 pack, along with just some kind of a random. I don't know. Here's another signed picture. Bobblehead for Red Wings.
Just everything.
So there's, I mean, the dollar stuff, the value that's here from the sports card collection that had a lot of the bobbleheads and wing stuff in it is going to be the sports cards. There are hopefully going to be a lot more, nice finds, but there are a lot of, I've seen a lot of late 70s and early 80s basketball, at least a few thousand of them. I haven't seen any of the split panels yet, and I haven't seen any mid 80s Fleer basketball yet. Hopefully there's a chance some of that's in there, and I've seen a lot of hockey from the 80s, late 70s and 80s mixed into it that I haven't done, gone through yet and tried to price and sort. And again, there is a lot of stuff that's just garbage. So if you are interested in 5,000 count boxes for $10 a box, I'm not going to look at it. You can just start hauling it out if you get here before I get through it. If there's no school tomorrow, I'll be here. Text me or call me. You guys.
So that would be
number.
Tuesday the 21st.
Yeah, if there's school tomorrow and Wednesday the 21st and the 22nd, then I will obviously be teaching. But if there is no school, I will be up here. And I don't want you to come in and say you want to look at the mantle. That has to wait till Saturday. But if you want to come up and take 10 of these big boxes for, not these boxes for $10, but the 3,200 count boxes, the boxes that I put about 5,000 cards in that I fill up, I've got some of that stuff ready to go. If somebody wants to haul some of that stuff out, I'm happy to let you in and you can fill up your vehicle with it.
And we will have the number posted. They can text it and see if you're here or not.
Okie dokie.
Now it's time for What's New at Sweet Lou's Recap. This past week, Lou got some huge collections in. He got a large collection of sports cards, memorabilia. These are some of the nicer cards. He has priced already. He still hasn't gone through even a fraction of the rest that are left. Found a bunch of Mickey Mantles, Joe Montana, another Mickey Mantle. Just got a bunch of real nice cards. And there's Gretzky. Got this remote control tractor, remote control boat, and some rockets. I believe one of them, he said, does launch. Got a bunch of action figures, a lot of Red Wings memorabilia. All kinds. Here's a nice Steve Yzerman plaque. Got a bunch of hockey pucks, some are signed. A bunch of autographed memorabilia in. Just a lot of stuff. A lot of different stuff. If you want to look through it, he is willing to get rid of it. Got some Christmas ornaments, bobbleheads, Beanie Babies, vehicles, just stacks and stacks and stacks of cards. Canned baseball cards, how about that? And there's more hockey, baseball, football, just little odds and ends of things. Flags for the car. Got some visible cow, horse, and dog. A bunch of nice G.I. Joes, new in the box. Here's one in a space capsule, which is very cool, quite large. Got a bunch of Sports Illustrated and books. A bunch more baseball cards, all kinds of cards. Vehicles, like I say, Red Wing vehicles, little patches, puzzle cards, Beanie Babies, a little bit of everything. Limited edition Zamboni, more Beanie Babies. Starting lineup, more vehicles, magazines. This was really cool. Had an old scorecard. Justin Verlander, a whole box full of Red Wings. So much Red Wings. Little Coca-Cola guys. And here's some old Tinker Toys from another collection. These are smaller plaques. Steve Yzerman. Bunch of Hot Wheels, totes full. Here's some of the nicer ones, die-cast cards that he got. And some assorted calendars and other items. Monopoly. And here's a cool old puzzle from a long time ago. Here's a very creepy looking hockey guy. And Mickey Mouse. If you can't find something, just ask. And let us know in the comments what you're looking for. Sweet Lou's just may have it. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. Please come check out our Facebook page and website, or we'd love to see you in the store sometime. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to join us next week on What's New at Sweet Lou's. And it sounds like Tuesday, January 21st, 25, there will be no school due to the very cold weather, so Lou will be off. Give him a text. If you see his car there, feel free to stop in. He's willing to make some really good deals on unloading some of this massive collection he got in. Thank you.